Hello everyone. I have all of these little scrappy blocks and stuff that I've used to make tutorials from some of my previous videos. And I figured, this would be perfect for my scrap challenge. So I'm going to be using these up and putting them together because some of them I cut apart. But this was a little pinwheel block I did, and that one's done. I'm just going to put that one to the side. So I'm just going to go through my pile here and find things that are done. Unlike this flying geese unit, I would call that a completed block. And then I have this cute little churn dash that I made. I absolutely love these colors. So I'm just going to continue going through this and putting things to the side as I feel like they are done. And this is another one I did for when I made my large hot pad. I had a few extras and I never actually did anything with these half square triangles. So I figured I would sew them together and maybe use them in this quilt. I'm not sure yet if I will use them all in the same quilt or if I will end up making more than one. I do only have 4 of these half square triangles, but I can still make something cute out of it. I could do another pinwheel, but why always just do a pinwheel? Like I could do this and it would look like a little black diamond. There's many options with a half square triangle. It all depends on how you spin them. Because if I would spin it around, you could get a little unit like this, or I could just turn them around and have that white and black design in the middle. It's entirely up to you how you want to do it. And I'm just going to move them around and kind of play with the layout and see what I want to do. And I did finally come up with a design that I kind of liked. And this is how I end up sewing it together. I figured give it like a little diagonal stripy look. I did like it here, and then I sewed it together, and then I wish I had done something else, but that's just typical me. Always second guessing myself. But anyways, and then I have these two half square triangles that I cannot even remember where they came from or what they are for. I have more stuff here that I'm not sure where it came from. I will have to go through some of my videos and see where it came from. So with these two half square triangles, there's not a whole lot you can do, but there is still stuff. Like if I would sew them together like this, it would look like a flying geese unit. But I'm not sure if I want to do that or if I just want to do it like this. I'll probably do it like this. I kind of like this look. So I have those two units now sewn together and they are ready to go on my completed block pile. These are going to be very random sizes and there's going to be random colors everywhere and I will figure out how to put it together eventually. But if you stick around till the end of this video, I will show you some of the other blocks that I've completed and also give you an update on my crumb blocks. I did get 2 more of those done and I did get some more wonky log cabins done. So this fabric is absolutely adorable. I love that pale yellow with the floral on there. I really wish I would have had a lot of that, but I only had some scraps. And I used them to make little 4 patches in a tutorial on how to make 4 patches different ways. And here I was just like, well, how can I put this together? I really wish I had another one because then I could make a block like this. But I wasn't sure if I would have enough fabric, so I dug through all of my scraps and I did eventually find some. So I'm going to cut some pieces and make myself another little 4 patch. Okay, so I have the last 4 patch that I needed for this one. I'm just going to show you some different variations. I personally like this one right here, but by just moving some of the blocks around, you can get a totally different look, like just spinning it so that's the opposite way. And then you have the brown more on the outside. It looks totally different, but still very cute. But I preferred it with the brown in the center. Or you can just do it like this and then just kind of have like a patchwork block, if that makes sense. Yes. And I think this looks really good too, but again, I preferred this one. This is just the one that I had decided I liked. All right, so I'm going to sew this together and then I will move on to the next pile. I'm not sure if I'm going to get all of these done today, but I will do as much as I can. It's canning season and I'm telling you, I am buried neck deep in pickles and I am so over the pickles already. But yeah, I'm going to try to get lots more of these blocks done to show you and then give you updates on a regular basis. So I have these flying geese units. They have the black with the very bright orange. I was starting to look at my design wall in the blocks there, and I'm not sure if I like these colors with that. So I might just put these to the side and do them for something else. Maybe I'll save them and buy some more of this fabric and make a whole quilt using these. I don't know. But for now, I think I'm just going to put these aside and not use them for this quilt. All right, so this is a block that I made to show how to make a disappearing pinwheel block. I believe I just made a short video with that one. So before I show you what I'm going to do with it, I'm just going to put it all back together because when I did the video, I just made the large pinwheel block and then I cut it apart so that I could show people how you could spin pieces around and get a different look. So once I have it all together, it's just going to look like a large pinwheel, but then I will just move some blocks around just to give it a little bit of a different look. And then I'm going to sew it together like that. And I'm not sure about these colors either, whether or not they go with it. I'm going to have to go through my scrap box yet and see if I have more of these darker colors, because if I do, then yes. If not, they might have to go in a separate quilt as well. I think I'm getting too many projects going here and I'm going to have to take a little bit easy. So anyways, just by changing some of these blocks around, you're going to get a different look because now you can see the pinwheel has now been broken and we're getting a whole new look just by moving these around. And I'm just going to figure out how I want it to look. And once I have a design that I like, and then I'm just going to sew it together that way. So I've cleaned up everything from my pile that I had except for these. And these are a lot of little half square triangles. But it's getting late and my daughter's going to be up from her nap soon. So I'm just going to put these to the side and work on them a different time. But let me show you what I've made so far. So these are all the blocks that I've made in the past or just did now. And as you can see, there are some of the ones that you've seen in my previous videos. This is not the orientation that I'm going to be putting it in. I'm just slapping them on my design wall. Once I have enough blocks to make a whole quilt, that's when I'm going to start figuring out what I want. See, like this black one here, and then this darker gray one, and then again that large disappearing pinwheel block. I'm not 100% sure I like them in here because everything else is more like green and brown and beige. But I'm just going to keep working on scrap blocks, and who knows, I'll probably end up with two different quilts, but we'll see. And then here's the crumb blocks that I completed. I did two more of those, and then I made two more of my wonky log cabin blocks. And as you can see, they're coming together as well. Well, that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments which one of the blocks is your favorites. Well, thank you for stopping by, and until next time.